Hello, I'm Viet Cuong. You're watching Thai Nguyen News. Let's take a look at today's headlines. Thai Nguyen Provincial leader meets with Japanese delegation of investors. Thai Nguyen summarizes Vietnam-Laos Solidarity and Friendship Year. Tea Festival opening door of international integration for tea producing and trading businesses. On March 8th, Mr. Viet Cuong, Vice Chairman of Thai Nguyen Provincial People's Committee, had a meeting and working session with the leaders of Agritech Limited Company from Japan.
At the meeting, Mr. Fumihiro Hashimoto, President of Agritech Limited Company, expressed his desire to invest in the vegetable growing project in Thái Nguyên and cooperate in allowing qualified people in the health sector to work in Japan. He made a basic introduction to these plans and promised to make efforts to produce the highest quality vegetables with moderate prices to meet the needs of consumers, creating good jobs and increasing income for local workers. Mr. Viet Cuong highly appreciated the Agritech Limited Company's interest for investment in Thái Nguyên province. He also suggested some forms of cooperation for the company to choose. It is expected that Agritech Limited Company will officially sign its commitment to invest in Thái Nguyên by the end of March.
On March 7th, Thai Nguyen Provincial People's Committee, led by Deputy Chairman Như Văn Tâm, checked and evaluated the implementation of a number of key projects in the area. The committee specifically checked the progress of the freeway project Hanoi-Thái Nguyên at Tân Lập intersection, an important part of the national route. At this intersection, some households were still in the construction area for various reasons. Mr. Tâm requested the Department of Transport, Thai Nguyen City People's Committee, the Steering Committee for Land Clearance of the province, and other relevant construction units to continue closer coordination to urge daily work, ensuring the work completion before June 30th as directed by the government. The mission also went to check the progress of land clearance of the first phase of Samsung project. Up to this point, the total 199 billion Vietnam dong subsidized for land clearance was paid to farmers of Phu Yên district. As a result, the cleared land area that Yên Bình Company constructed was 55 hectares. After hearing reports from contractors and investors of Samsung project, Mr. Tâm confirmed that the approval of the majority of households in the affected area for the state's policy accounted for the current rapid progress of the Samsung project. Yên Bình Company needed to accelerate the construction progress and transfer the work of resettlement to help the progress of land clearance operate as scheduled, committed by Samsung Group. On the morning of March 9, the Vietnam-Laos Friendship Association of Thái Nguyên Province, in collaboration with the Propaganda Department of Thái Nguyên Provincial Party Committee, held the year-end ceremony of the Vietnam-Laos Solidarity and Friendship for the year 2012. Simultaneously, the contest, learning about the history of special relations between Vietnam and Laos and vice versa, was also held.
At the conference, Mr. Phung Dinh Thiệu, Chairman of the Vietnam-Laos Friendship Association of Thái Nguyên Province, stressed that, as a bridge for friendship, the association cooperated with political organizations to have many activities deepening the traditional and faithful relations between the two countries for permanent development. Mr. Dương Ngọc Long, Chairman of the People's Committee of Thái Nguyên Province, and the interim representatives of the Embassy of Laos to Vietnam acknowledged and commended the recent achievements made by the association and proposed that many practical activities to consolidate and develop the friendship and solidarity be implemented, especially between Luang Prabang Province, Trinh with Thái Nguyên Province, and some other localities of Laos. On this occasion, 7 individuals and groups were rewarded by the Standing Committee of Thái Nguyên Province for their participation in the contest, learning about the history of special relations between Vietnam and Laos and vice versa.
On March 7th, Thai Nguyen Provincial Tourism Association held a meeting to summarize its work in 2012 and implement its tasks in 2013. The said meeting was implemented by Mrs. Ma Thị Nguyệt, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee. In 2012, Thai Nguyen Provincial Tourism Association operated cooperation programs efficiently, including connecting with other domestic and international tourism organizations, responding to local charity and humanitarian activities, actively participating in the program, travel through the northern heritage of Vietnam in Cao Bằng. In the coming time, Thái Nguyên Provincial Tourism Association will continue to coordinate with the tourism associations of different provinces to provide opportunities and business cooperation for its members, open training courses on tourism and management skills, promote the tourism socialization and add more new members. Mrs. Ma Thị Nguyệt, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, required the association to continuously promote the strength and internal solidarity to enhance the growing image of Thái Nguyên tourism. In particular, in November this year, the second Thai Nguyen Tea Festival will be organized, highlighting the need for active participation and collaboration of tourist companies and enterprises with the aim of advertising the image of Thái Nguyên to domestic and international friends. Tea trees have long been grown in Thái Nguyên province thanks to its suitable soil and climate. Since then, the tea tree has become a kind of industrial plant that symbolizes strength, greatly contributing to the socio-economic development of the province. This year, the second tea festival will be organized in Thái Nguyên. This event will once again create an opportunity of opening doors for international integration for tea producing and trading and other business opportunities in the province. The first International Tea Festival, Thái Nguyên Vietnam 2011, ended in success with amazingly good effects for Thái Nguyên tea industry in particular and the tea industry of Vietnam in general. The festival paved the way for Thái Nguyên, the host, to make other people know more about Thái Nguyên and its people, especially the tea products of the land called the best place of tea. From this event, the tea producing and trading institutions in the area have actively introduced, promoted, sold, and expanded business links with other tea institutions and businesses abroad.
An
Lộc Sơn Limited Company took part in the International Tea Festival 2011 and earned awards such as the Gold Tea Bud Award and the Golden Tea Culture Award. The name An Lộc Sơn has become well known to many friends inside and outside Vietnam. In the past, the tea tree was merely a means to eradicate hunger and reduce poverty, but now it means well to a majority of tea growers and businesses in Thái Nguyên. With an area of over 18,000 hectares, tea trees have become the leading industrial plant of Thái Nguyên, making an average income of 100 million Vietnam dong per hectare per year. Currently, the tea export markets of Thái Nguyên are the Middle East, Taiwan, Singapore, France, Japan, China, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Russia, and Germany. With the practical effects from the first International Tea Festival, Thái Nguyên Vietnam 2011, the second tea festival will be held at the end of 2013, with the hope of bringing in the same success as the first one, if not more.
Thái Nguyên đang chuẩn bị tổ chức lần thứ hai.
Thái Nguyên is preparing for the second tea festival, and the Department of Industry and Trade will support tea producing and trading enterprises and cooperatives through production and trade promotion programs, together with promoting e-commerce application, enabling businesses to advertise themselves and seek new markets. Tea Festival is an opportunity to introduce and publicize Thái Nguyên and its people and deliver its tea products to domestic and international markets. Besides such opportunities, Thái Nguyên tea industry and tea producing and trading institutions and tea growing farmers in the province hope to accelerate the process of integrating Thái Nguyên tea into the world. And that's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.